Thanks for sitting down with me. Let's just start easy ones with like who you are, where you're from kind of thing, how long you've been with StudentWorks and where you're currently managing.
Cool. So my name's Ryan. I'm originally from Vernon, BC. I grew up playing hockey and baseball and all kinds of other sports. I started my university career at UBCO studying business, and then I transferred down to UBC at Vancouver for my second, third, and fourth year. I majored in real estate and operations and logistics. I am now in the position of a district manager or business coach, and I work primarily kind of all over BC. I've got some people in the lower mainland. I've got some people in the Okanagan. I work with in the kind of interior and then up northern BC as well. I just finished my third year as a district manager after being running my business for 4 years down in Vernon and coming back for another year for year four as a district manager next year.
Why are you a business coach, or what drew you to wanting that kind of position after running your franchise, and what keeps you around with StudentWorks for so long?
I first wanted to be a DM, or it kind of first sparked my interest when I kind of was reflecting after my third and my fourth year of how much I had grown from my first year till then. I saw just personal development, the confidence, just the ability to talk with people about anything. I'm naturally pretty introverted, and I feel like I still am, but I'm very much able to kind of just talk with random strangers about stuff. And so I saw the personal growth of myself, and I thought it was a really cool opportunity to then potentially be able to not so much give back, but just to be a part of that kind of personal growth of other students, just because I saw what it did for me. So that's kind of first why I wanted to get into it is I wanted to be part of the reason why other students grew and kind of mentor them along that way. Still part of the reason of why I continue to do this, but I personally I stick around for the people. You'll hear so many other people involved with StudentWorks say that they're here for the people, and it's because it's just such a great group of people, whether that's the other district managers, VPs, the student operators, the painters. Like, it's just an amazing group of people because everybody gets an opportunity to grow. Whether that's first year operators that are going in with no painting experience or no business experience to running a couple $100,000 in revenue and sales and making some insane profit, or it's fifth year operators who are really starting to grow and scale their business year after year and facing and dealing with those challenges that come with growing a business. It's an opportunity that everybody has to grow, and I think that's kind of why I keep coming back year after year, because I continue to grow even as a business coach and district manager, but I see that growth in the people that I work with, regardless of where they are in their first year or their fifth year. So
I'm in the same boat year after year and going into year 15, but yeah, watching people grow is just so wonderful, and it's so fast. It's crazy how much growth there can be in literally one summer. So we just wrapped up 2021. How many operators did you work with this year? And then what was the total kind of revenue that they produced as a team?
I work with 19 operators this year, and I still have a couple people going right now, but we will finish just over $3.2 million in revenue.
Amazing. It's 2 million is a huge goal for many district managers. And then here you are doing over 3 million, which is very few district managers have ever done that. So congratulations. That's huge. This year was a big year as a company, and it's I'm really excited to see what we do next year. You work with students regularly. You were a student in the same kind of position. What common challenges do you see students face while they go to school and kind of alongside of running a business at the same time?
I would say the first and foremost, the biggest one is probably time management. It's probably the thing that I was the worst at before or even in the early stages of running my business. With school, you have so many different things on your plate, and I was definitely one that potentially procrastinated some assignments. And although nobody's ever going to be perfect at their time management, um, that's probably one of the biggest things that I see, whether that's the students I work with or just students that are like friends of mine when they were in school, with their time management and being able to prioritize their tasks and really just set a schedule and stick to it. Um, I would say I kind of spoke on confidence in myself, and that's one thing that I think some people also maybe struggle with is confidence of being uncomfortable and kind of pushing themselves outside of that comfort zone. I have a lot of people that, at least again, my friends or people that I know in school, that do kind of the same job because it's comfortable, and they're okay with the skills or whatever that they learn or the money that they make, because again, it doesn't push them outside of it. And for them the return on what they're getting is worth the minimal effort or the comfortable level of effort. And then I think the last one is just a positive mindset. People struggle, I think, a lot with other sorts of influence or pressures that really affect mindset, mood, attitude, behaviors, and stuff like that. And I think that having a positive mindset, regardless of kind of what situation you're in, and always trying to see the good in things, and always trying to see the silver lining, as obviously people put it, is something that is very, very valuable. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people struggle with while they're in school, just because they have a lot of pressure on them, and they have a lot of deadlines and due dates and stuff like that. So yeah.
Good. And then finally, what do you wish you knew when you finished high school that you now know?
I would say very similar to the last point. I mean, be comfortable being uncomfortable. Um, Push yourself outside of your limits. You can kind of do whatever you set your mind to, and don't be afraid to make money. I mean, you have an opportunity to, if you have an opportunity to really start preparing for your future, it's worth it to take it, even if that pushes you outside that comfort zone or a little bit more risky than the last job that you had. You're never gonna look back on yourself and wish that you made more money or made less money when you were younger. So